Welcome to another episode of the American Beer Review Podcast.
Good times with good friends requires good beer. Lucky for us, we know how to pick all three.
We're a group of friends who grew up in the Pacific Northwest, giving us a jump start on our craft beer journey.
Join us today while Brian... I pride myself on not getting to know other people, so do not put that on me.
Alec.
So the bananas up until like the 60s were an entirely different species of banana.
And Chad. It hit me like a wrecking ball.
Review some beer, talk about beer topics, and whatever else comes up. We invite you to pour yourself a drink and hang out with us. Get my Untapped open. Dude, it feels like it's been forever.
It has been forever.
It's been like 2 months.
Well, and because...
We were at...
Well, but that's the thing, is because Iron Horse we did, but it was so, like, different than just sitting here and doing it, that, like, I was watching the one you guys did without me, and I'm just like, I don't remember the last time I, like, sat down and actually...
It's been a minute.
Did a podcast, so, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We recorded and then we got the opportunity to go to Iron Horse. We'll keep going on that, but to start things up,
Yes.
Brian is back. We're
I
back
am.
together again.
Survived.
Barely. Man, it came back around, too, so it was...
No longer a cardboard cutout.
Yeah, I was kind of cracking up. My favorite part is the thought bubble things that kept popping up.
Oh, right?
Yes.
Get you included.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, I did a lot more bubbles, but then I rendered out the video like the night before I had to get it done. Just like in high school or college, it's last minute.
Yeah.
There's a little eyeball, because I had to hide them all to do some stuff.
Oh.
And I rendered it out with them all gone, so I had to redo it again
That
that
sucks.
morning. So there were some more. So maybe when we do Chad's version of all these.
Director's cut?
Yeah, we'll get a director's cut, but someday down the line.
Yeah.
But for today,
Yes.
we are episode 43,
Yeah.
titled TBD.
The Jackie Robinson episode.
Oh, there you go. That's a better one.
There we go. We're going to go through our Moneybeer.
Yeah.
we
Wait,
audible?
is he 43 or is he 42? He might have been 42 also.
Richard Petty episode.
Richard Petty episode. There
There'll be a note somewhere here
Yeah.
where we fix that. But
I
today,
think he's 42.
yeah. But in addition to our money beers, we're going to be drinking from Civil Society Brewing. Tropical Envy, a triple New England IPA.
Oh.
NEIPA.
Oh, we're starting
Okay.
strong.
And
Okay.
then,
Let's get things rolling.
and then Biggie Jumbo Imperial Stout from Fair State Brewing Cooperative. Which we had their tasty, tasty cold last summer.
Which might make a return in later part of this episode.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I've been mulling through their Chill State CBD waters. Hop water.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the fridge.
Yeah,
So it's just a hop water with CBD though?
and THC.
Oh, okay. So it's not just like...
Yeah, but it's like
So like
5
the...
milligrams THC, 25 CBD. So the CBD, it's like eating fiber with how the carbs are created by the fiber. The CBD kind of it's a great wind down.
Because kind of a it's a separate company technically, but like
Yes.
Bailbreaker does the Sun Gaze,
Okay,
the
yeah.
THC one.
And I've had theirs. They're-
Yeah, I had one of
Very
the
excellent.
5 milligram ones one time. Pretty solid.
Yeah, it's like having a high ABV beer, just a nice wind
But
your
just
night
one,
down.
yeah.
Just one,
Not mad about it.
no sugar.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That helps.
Cool. I'm going to
So
check
who
that out.
wants to rip the Band-Aid off and provide their money beer?
Since I have mine in front of me.
I just pulled mine up.
Did you?
Yeah, I was checking this morning that I had it complete. Well, because I was, like I said, I was watching the old episodes.
Yeah.
And...
Show prep. What?
Yeah, sort of. And that's when I was like, I'm pretty sure I did that weeks ago. Like, filled it out.
Yeah.
And so...
Oh, we filled this out months ago. Because we were planning to do like a month before we actually recorded it.
Yeah.
And then everything kept getting...
Well, and then that's what... And I was like, oh, well, maybe I should look, because, like, there's probably different beers since when I filled it out. And then I realized I haven't had any of them, because I wasn't on the episodes
there you go.
in the change. So wait, so you're doing the list before we pour beer?
So we're going to mix it in. So I'll do my list. We'll pour beer. Chad will do a list. That way we're not just spamming.
We're going to do...
Oh, you mean where you guys spent the first half drinking beer of the episode and then just being nerds for the entire second half?
Yeah. We won't be able to take advantage of you not being here.
That was a lot of nerd stuff.
So, $42 beer budget. And so, caveat, we talked about this when we...
So we are putting together a Tavour Crate.
Yep,
like a six-pack.
6 beers. A 6-pack of all the beers that we've had in Tavour up to...
But you can't go over $42.
Cannot go over $42, but it's a Tavour Crate, so it's nothing local or available here. Yeah. So, like some of our favorite beers, Boundary Bay and Iron Horse, are not going to be
and that eligible. Includes shipping to my door. So this was all-in price to my door.
Oh, that does make me feel a little better. Yeah.
So I came under... So $42 6-pack delivered to my door.
Okay.
So I'll start. I hit $42 on the nose.
Okay.
Nice. By design or...
Accident.
An accident. Nice. I had a couple tweaks through there. When I first did the list, I had like 5 sours. I think I still ended up with 3 sours, but 2 of them I don't count as actual sours.
Because they're smoothie beers.
One of them is, yeah. So Coastal Sunrise, version 7. That was probably my favorite beer we reviewed over the last 12 months.
If there's any crossover, do we say, or we just wait until it's your turn?
No, let it rip. Yeah, you got time to think.
That one's on mine too.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite beers that we reviewed. So that was my first...
Was it a bottle or was it a can?
It was a can because that was one of the few beers that I stole.
Oh, really? That you're like, I'm actually taking this one?
I really do. So that was my favorite beer. Yeah, I have to have a Drecker in your Tavour Crate. So I chose Mango Marshmallow. Sweet. You could have replaced any of
the chonk.
Yeah, the chonk mango marshmallow.
Mango marshmallow,
bro. We have the same list.
So I went back and forth, but yeah, any of the Drecker. That's just the one I picked. I think that one I did pick. Cause it was like 50 cents cheaper, so it got me to the $42 exactly.
I picked it because I think that was our first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one that then I had in the morning playing video games like weeks later.
Yeah.
And so to me, it just like kind of was like the quintessential like start to this Drecker like.
Yep.
Stuff. So
Dreckermania.
Yeah.
For my IPA, I went King Citra, the Imperial IPA. I went King over Emperor Citra, just a little bit
different,
a little bit more drinkable. Okay. In my opinion, Little Star Saison from Ale Apothecary.
That's one of the last times I was here. We had that one. That's the one in Bend, right?
Bend, yeah. Filter it through like branches. And,
Brewing it in the woods.
And for a lager, I did Paper Lantern by Cerebral Brewing. It was a coin flip between that and Yamabiko. It's a both Japanese style lagers, but I ended up with Paper Lantern. I actually had to go back and listen to the reviews on which one.
I almost did,
to figure out which one I liked better. But Paper Lantern, and then I wrapped it up with Brian's favorite, Spicy Pickle Monster.
Hell yeah.
Which technically a fruited sour, but I don't count that as like a sour beer or a fruited sour. That's just kind of its own thing, but that was...
So did you actually do multiple variations? So you had a different list, looked at it and were like, this is too many sours, and so you switched it out, or was it just the money that you switched?
I just switched because I had like five of the 6 were sours, and I still ended up with
still
3 technically.
Kind of like, you've always been the more into sours.
But I don't count Pickle Monster as a sour, really. I mean, and then I don't...
The smoothies are
a sour, but it's not really.
Yeah. I got you.
A sour beer. So that's my list. That's my $42. Nice. I expect that in the mail.
We'll do some kind of graphic and whatnot. See what I can do.
There you go.
Not bad.
Got a few weeks. So, beer number 1.
Time to drink a beer.
Oh yeah. So tell me this so I can look it up because
this is
didn't do that much.
Out of Jupiter, Florida, from Civil Society Brewing.
Oh.
Tropical Envy, their triple NEIPA. New England IPA. What we'll figure it out. We'll workshop that.
Yeah. I don't think you want to call it a NEIPA.
No.
Tropical Envy.
Tropical Envy.
Okay. Out of Jupiter, Florida. I definitely have not.
Look at
so it's Jupiter and West Palm Beach. They have 2 locations now, but Jupiter's where they started. I didn't do a ton of research.
I was wondering with this. It's a collab.
Yes, with
a brewery that I've heard a lot about, but I've never had one of their beers before.
Vitamin C Brewing
out of Massachusetts.
So it's a weird, not weird, but interesting collab.
So
I mean, both East Coast, but
So it's a true
New England.
They got some New England.
Yeah,
flavor in
it could be part of why they decided to do it. Yes. So
I love the color on this.
I've heard a lot about vitamin C. Because every time I hear their name, it makes me think of that like graduation song that was by a like singer named Vitamin C.
Oh,
you guys would recognize it. It came out like either right before,
Probably if I hear it.
or our year.
well, and this is Vitamin C SEA.
Yes, yes.
So we're not fighting scurvy with this vitamin C.
You might be. From the looks of it, you are. So this is brewed with...
From the smell, I'm getting lots of grapefruit.
Citra, Galaxy, Mosaic, Brew
guava?
1, Citra Cryo, so it's a full-bodied and juicy tropical fruit medley from the hops and layers of stone fruit, esters from the yeast.
Yeah, I dialed your headphones in, so you and me are about the same level. So you're hitting everything I hear.
Ooh, you might fight scurvy with this.
Yeah, the smell is really nice. Like it is. I've always wanted. I would love to try to get better at picking out particular things. But like to me, this is citrus, but like I don't know. Like I can't tell you just from the smell. Like is it more grapefruit or is it more orangey or whatever? Yeah. But like it is when it's almost like the smell is a little bit like smelling the bag of hops.
Yes.
Like where it's that like not I don't know, you just get the like fresh, like that really fresh hoppy smell, like where it's just kind of like
jumping into your nostrils.
Yeah, like it really does come out of the glass a bit there.
Oh, give it a little swizzle. Oh, yeah, that really.
I didn't do a ton of research on Civil City or Civil Society. One thing
it was it's founded by 3 dudes.
I got that far.
Their whole mantra is we want to make tasty beer for the people in our area, and if basically kind of support our local area with tasty beer.
Yeah,
and I think this is tasty beer.
2 cousins and a friend, I think, and they have like very family forward. They have like something that each of their like grandparents or great grandparents. So like they have this like memorial flag from their great grandfather served, and like an eagle that one of their grandfathers carved, and so pretty cool stuff. And then the one that jumped out coming out of our Iron Horse tour was they name each one of their tanks.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so it's in the one they have here is Harriet. So we have whatever. Tropical Envy and Harriet right now. We're going to transfer out. So they name them all after like family members and stuff. But I thought that was kind of cool.
It's very cool.
Looking at all those tanks and trying to figure out how you keep track.
Oh, yeah.
1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah.
Now, maybe we just name them all.
I really like their logo. It's like kind of I don't know if it's on the can there, but it's like a...
Is that the slice of grapefruit?
No, it's like a dog.
French...
Yeah, like almost like a French bulldog or like a Boston Terrier or something, but like with kind of extra long ears. And
a suit.
In a suit, yes. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, they got some cool merch stuff with it.
I like the little.
Oh, that can. Oh, yeah, the can is nice.
Yeah, you got the guy with the telescope. Kind of, it gave me the. I picked this because it kind of gave me the vibe of spring's on the way.
Oh.
And when we were going to be recording this,
spring is
it wants to start so bad.
Well, and I don't know where their brewery facility is or their tap room, but Jupiter's on the water.
West Palm Beach. I mean, their 2 locations are Jupiter and West Palm Beach. So
they're southeast Florida.
Yeah.
So very fitting can art.
I would love to get my feet in some sand and sip this. I think this is great for kind of our spring dampness that we get up here in the Northwest, but I could definitely see myself sipping on this. 70s, nice sunny under an umbrella.
The problem for me is the 10%.
Oh, did we not mention that part? Yeah,
what?
10% alcohol.
Yeah, it's a triple.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doesn't taste like a 10%, but
no, it does not.
And that's what when I first drank it, that was my first thought. Is like, oh, this is one that like.
That's smooth.
One, they're at a tap room. They're not going to give you
pint of this and
Probably.
keep serving
No,
them.
Probably not.
This would be an 8 ounce or a 5 ounce.
Yeah, you're probably going 10 or 11, maybe.
Yeah. And okay, see, I can feel the booze now.
A little bit, yeah.
I can't feel my tongue.
So yeah, it's a little bit, when it comes to that, that's the only thing that's like, you certainly need to make sure you're not having more than one. Like,
Well, both of ours today are 10%ers. So
Yes.
yeah, but we're also doing it in,
tasters.
yeah, so.
But
So
this is tasty. Nobody telling you this is 10%. There is the booziness to it, and now I can feel it on my tongue.
Yes.
I would not peg this as a mid tier. Like you're gonna go 7.5, 8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
brew houses are on site.
Yeah,
So at
yeah,
the
yeah,
tap
for
room.
both of them.
Yeah. And they, I think they've been around since the mid 20 teens as well. So another, I think all the folks that we're going to be getting into today kind of cropped up about the same time as Iron Horse. Kind of that.
Iron Horse technically was around earlier.
Iron Horse is longer, but
Yeah.
most of these folks are OG, kind of getting in at that beginning of the craft. So they're fairly mature.
Well, Iron Horse was, even in its current iteration, early or mid aughts.
Yeah. 452 different beers on.
No, lots of them. Yeah.
on tap. I mean, and also
Which makes
like
sense if you're brewing it at the tap room. And
yeah, especially if you're doing different stuff at each location and doing that. So, man, that thing is like that. I mean, you're not seeing through it.
No.
You're getting a really bright
It's a
orangey
hazy.
yellow.
It's a hazy
like,
for
yeah,
sure.
It's and it is like there's a little bit of a thickness to it, but not in like a smoothie kind of way, but just more that like it's a hearty.
Well, and
Like
This is what, like when you first told me about hazies, this is kind of, it makes sense because they brought in the vitamin C
yeah.
folks from up there where this kind of,
This is why when
Kind of
people
steep.
say, like, "Oh, we got a hazy," and it's like, what are we talking about? So this to me is
sometimes it's just a cloudy IPA.
this is a New England IPA.
yes.
yeah.
A hazy is like unfiltered or like they're just that style. This is full on juice bomb New England IPA. Like
Well, and all the ones I looked at for this recording session listed them as New England / hazy now. So it looks like the nomenclature's just moving. There's a difference, but
yeah,
people call them whatever interchangeably, and they say it's juicy. And I don't know whether the alcohol is making it feel less juicy, because I wouldn't call this a juicy IPA.
This is,
I would.
Would you?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it's
not
close, but it's
I mean,
I think there's something to that because going back to Kettlehead Pulpy, that was juicy. That was slap you in the face juicy. I think, yeah, with a little bit of that less booze, if we had the double or the single version of this,
that's what I'm wondering. I was gonna say.
juicier.
I wonder how much has to do with it being a triple.
that's what I'm saying.
that
The
it's-
alcohol, because it's got a bit more of a drier finish.
But I'm not mad
than
about it.
juicy.
No,
Nope,
it's
not
just
at all.
It's just fine.
But you know what? I just looked at the can. It says double India Pale Ale on the can.
Really,
But it was like what you guys said. Everywhere else,
Untapped
said
has it as a triple.
Yeah. Anyways, tasty.
Cool. Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
Any last thoughts? We're gonna do we'll do all the fridging at the end for the folks on the YouTubes, so we can do the bookmarks.
Oh yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, you said that on that video I was watching, but it didn't make sense, and now it does. Man, I'm a little slow on the uptake today. I feel like I like.
You just oh god, there it is again.
No.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're
Good
good.
Lord.
I'm gonna cut all that out.
Yeah,
Let's
thanks.
put that back.
Oh
Uh,
no, that's going on the shorts.
Something's going in your shorts.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
we're fine. We're fine.
it's
we're good.
just gonna get us.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
Chad, you want to share your
Your,
four
your
six
list?
pack?
So I will lead things off with from Drecker Brewing the Chunk Mango Marshmallow.
For sure.
Part of this was we didn't know you had to roll beer,
Oh yeah.
and so I think you guys got like the first few like it was when we were the old layout. So I think some of us got like the
Different
thin,
thicknesses.
and
Yours
then
came out as like glug.
I got the sludge.
Yeah.
So I'm putting that back in there because I want to taste it again, rolling it properly. Then my second one is the Punch Bowl Cake from Woven Water Brewing. And that was one we didn't do it on the episode. I brought it in, and that was a Instagram post for Valentine's Day.
Well, that's cheating.
That
You can't.
I bought it from Tavour.
is it on the list?
It was in the beer fridge. You guys
No,
could've grabbed
is it on this list?
It's on the list, but it
on
was
the
like the
list.
ones we
on the
didn't
list.
quite get to.
It's on the list. But same thing. This is the one that had the cake in it, and I didn't roll it. So I wanted to go back in time and roll it again.
What
It was on the list.
So your list is like beers you wish you had to try over.
No,
again?
that was it. That's the
Okay.
okay. So out of all the beers in that list, that was the only one that we haven't tasted on the pod.
Still feels a little shenanigan-y, but you know.
I make up the rules.
It's his list.
I mean, it also it's his list and it was his game, anyways.
So next up, spicy pickle monster from Prairie Arsenals. Then cold from Fair State Co-op,
It's a good call.
and then Yamabiko rice lager.
Okay, so you got the other one.
I was the same thing as you. I was like, I
Flip-flopping.
had the cerebral, but there was something about the Yamabiko that I really just dialed in. I think it was because of
Well, it was more recent, so I had to go back
it
and
was
listen
very
to the
it was
two
very
reviews.
fresh in my mind. And then to round it out, I'm going with the Knock Dark Czech lager
that was-
from OEC Brewing,
That was a good one too.
and mine came in at $37.
Oh, saving some money. $5 cheaper.
My first one was $80 because I thought in my hubris I thought I could sneak a few of the kind of limited release ones that were
Oh.
That's
very expensive. I tried to get.
I'm trying to remember what the
I tried to put a couple barrel aged, and I tried to get the
Yeah, because there's
one that we're going to be trying a little bit later today. I was going to try to sneak the Jester King in there, but
but like because even the Barrique Brewing,
yes,
you're
I tried to get.
you're
that
losing
one in.
like almost a third of your budget.
Budget's gone.
Yeah, because that one. Then there was Death of the Sun. Have we had that one yet?
That one is TBD.
Okay.
So some of the like the published date we quite haven't gotten to.
That one was slotted. Has been slotted a couple times, I think.
Well, that one, and then the
Well,
one
you
on the
know-
list that I saw in your fridge today that I really want to try is the Squid Ink.
Yes, that's coming out with the water themed episode because we have squid ink.
Oh, and
then-
ocean water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gimmicks.
Yeah.
Well,
Chad, themes.
themes. But yeah, fortunately, we got to do the wonderful visit at Iron Horse, so it kind of
It did
delayed
kind
some
of.
things. Not mad about it.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, speaking of Fair State,
Yeah,
Prairie
moving
Co-op,
on to...
Biggie
That was all your
Jumbo.
list, right? I'm not
Yep, that
cutting
was
you
it.
off.
Nope. We got Biggie Jumbo Imperial Stout.
Imperial is called double in the can.
What is it? What's the name again? I should,
Biggie Jumbo.
Biggie Jumbo.
I should pay attention more.
This is
Thick.
scary looking.
Yeah, this is a thick stout. Oh yeah, baby. This was. I'll post a little video. This was our.
Pass that around.
If you follow our Instagram, you saw us doing a little hot beer poking action with unauthorized tools, and we did buy the official ones. I have an official hot beer poker now.
Yeah.
Food safe.
Food safe. We did the Biggie Jumbo, and that video will be appearing here.
Oh yeah, that's why I've had it before. And the can looked familiar.
So you and me did try this one caramelized.
So
Biggie Jumbo, you did?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
So Biggie Jumbo double stout, 10% alcohol. Frigid Minnesota winters are the perfect pairing for this double stout. Biggie Jumbo is brewed with high quality malts, just enough hops to balance out the flavor, and that's it. This robust stout is simply and straightforwardly rich, roasty, malty, and chocolatey, a hearty, warming beer for the coldest months of the year.
Yeah, so it seems like I haven't smelt it, I haven't done anything, but it seems like really their intent with this is a more straightforward, big-bodied stout, but not like it's not barrel aged, it's not maple syrup added, it's not like a bunch of other stuff. Like they talk about it. Return to a strong stout that finishes dry and lets the beer speak for itself. No ridiculous sweetness or adjuncts, just a simple beer with high-quality malts and our house bittering hop. So you're, I'm intrigued to be able to try it to see because I feel like a lot of times when people are getting to that big 10% or higher ABV, they're usually doing something with it, barreling it, they're adding a bunch of stuff.
This didn't call out any of that.
Artificially doing some kind
I think to get the sugars or different things, yeah.
There's a lot of malts in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about poundage wise, but they're mixing.
Right, but yeah, you're going to have to do a lot of malts anyway.
Yeah, you swirl this thing, it's a hurdy-gurdy.
But you don't, and I think maybe it's a difference of it not being barrel aged or something. You're not getting the
You're not getting the vanilla. You're not getting the tannins.
and the boozy of it.
You're getting a little more. That alcohol bite is there because there's not some other blended flavors kind of knocking it down. But I don't on first blush. Yeah, that's just a nice big stout. Getting some of that roasty malt. There's a little bit. There's a little bit of that burn from the booze, I think.
I mean, you get
more of that, and I'm getting that kind of malty bite. I'm guessing is what I'm going to call it, but the dark roasty, like a dark roast coffee, kind of that bitterness comes through.
Yeah, but not like there's coffee in it or that type. It's not getting to that much, because even you get a little bit of a chocolatey smell and taste too, but that obviously is just them playing with the malts and stuff.
Flavor profiles: chocolatey, malty, and roasty. And I think roasty is where you're getting the coffee.
I'm getting that roasty thing. And then, so when we did do the unauthorized hot beer poking with this, the biggest thing on that was all that foam it creates.
Yeah.
That warm foam, and then you get that cold. Then the beer comes. So it starts warm. Getting that nice foam, it's like it nitros it, and then that cold beer hits after it is just
it's like apple pie and ice cream.
Yes,
I mean just that cold.
It's like beer all
like a Pizookie.
I don't know what that is.
From BJ's, where you get they make a fresh hot.
Enjoy BJ's, but I've never had a Pizookie.
Cookie and then ice cream on top. One of these days, we're gonna get through an episode without.
Today's not that day.
No.
Two different sides of the coin today in beers, for sure.
Yeah.
Both at 10% is interesting, too.
Yes. I was going to say the can for the Biggie Jumbo, honestly, if you told me that was a New England IPA, like a triple IPA, I'm like, yes, that makes a ton of sense. The coloring. It's just kind of funny to go with, a really bright, colorful can.
For a stout.
And then, yes, you have this.
When I was looking at their beer list, and obviously probably not all of them are on their website, but I was looking for a Biggie. Do they have a regular stout?
I'll have to pull this back up. Because the way they talked about it is that that it's almost like they just use the phrase Biggie Jumbo in general in their tap room. Because it says, in our tap room, most people know, quote, Biggie Jumbo refers to a big old beer. And so I'm not sure if
it's like a rotating.
Yes, is it a rotator or is it like a phrasing they used to be that somehow it just became what kind of Biggie Jumbo beer do you have today? And then finally they seemed to kind of put
they rotated until they hit to this, and then everyone went that's Biggie Jumbo.
Yeah, maybe
their beer on their website, as I was clicking through that, perfectly epitomizes today as we're looking forward to spring. We're in the throes of winter, exiting winter. Yeah. They have an all gray everywhere, which I feel like is a perfect beer for today or for
what type of beer is it?
6 months. It is a cold IPA, so could be tasty. Looks like they have a little bit more.
They have a ton in their tap room.
Oh yeah,
their whole thing is come to the tap room. I did do the chill states, obviously that we talked about. Those get delivered to your door.
The All Gray Everywhere is a collab with Wayfinder out of Portland.
There you go. So then maybe that's where the All Gray Everywhere came from.
Yeah, probably. Yep, talking about bleak winter months.
Yeah, they probably went out to brew it in Portland in November. November, January.
Fair State's the one that had cold, but they were selling it in 12 packs, right?
Yes.
Were they one that you could get it shipped?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, to not everywhere.
Yeah.
Yet. But if you're in the state, yeah, you can go you can get it.
Shipped from them to you.
One of those beer rules, beer laws.
Yeah.
Interstate beer laws.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
Oh, that's nice. I'm mad about it.
Yeah, I thought they had something, or this was something they were carving into the whatever classic beer aisle. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's one of those I vaguely remember it, but I can't remember the whole thing.
But on their website, it's in 12 packs.
Yeah, I mean, but so again, they are a co-op. So the only other brewery co-op that I know of is in Greenwood in Seattle.
Oh, I mean, there's a ton of them.
Flying Bike, Washington's first co-op.
Oh, yeah.
Because they found out about it from like a co-op in Colorado or something like that.
They meaning
Fair State.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a few of them.
They got like 2,000 some members
I think
right
so,
now.
which I think is way more than even Flying Bike had.
But if you were gonna having a good community that wants to come drink your beer, I think that's a great thing. Especially when part of what we learned at Iron Horse is going to the tap room.
Yeah.
Please drink draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Fair State's going through a little bit of a
Restructuring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about what an actual business plan would be when you have 2,000 people kind of all
Yeah.
having some ability to... Yeah, and I'm sure that there is some hierarchy and different things still, but that still can't be the simplest way to try and...
Yeah, I don't think they run the back end.
No,
It's
all
more
2,000
like-
people.
No, that's more of like a, what should we make next? And
Yeah.
involved, and we'll put your name on the wall. And
Well, and even like at Flying Bike, I feel like they have like brewing days where like people can come in and do stuff or like make their own and then potentially more mass produce.
But you're not
That
writing
one.
checks or dealing with HR or
No,
any of that.
no. That's a lot of people do that. Did you have more to say?
No.
All I've got for them. Well, you got a list to go through
Yeah.
now.
And so I'm going to start off with
Final list.
the duplicates.
The final crate, sorry.
And I will start off, first of all, with Cold
There you go.
from Fair State Brewing. It really was just one of the first, I think, like, lighter beers that we, like, as like a, to me, it really hit solidly as, like, just a standard, like,
This is beer.
drinkable anytime,
Yeah.
like, just to have as, like, especially, I think the idea of having it, be able to buy it in the 12-pack as it being, like, your go-to, just, like, house beer, I guess, or
Right.
sort of thing. So I really like that. I also had Chonk, the mango marshmallow,
Nice.
like we talked about, with it being their first kind of real dip into the smoothie beers. I mean, I think that one and just the
I think it broke our mind.
that's what I was gonna say along those lines. Is it really just kind of was the first that, like, I think I had known about them and had seen them, but not really had one, and it literally just was like, what in the hell is going on here? I also had Coastal Sunrise. I just remember that beer being so, like, just solid, enjoyable, like,
We actually knew how to roll the beer.
that one wasn't a
That
roll
wasn't-
one.
No, that was a straight up sour.
Yeah,
Fruited sour.
it's a fruited sour.
It was a fruit
But it
sour.
wasn't. But
Yeah.
that is the one that we actually said, and we've said it for a few of them. This is the
mimosas.
one that to me was the like the most like
Yeah.
simple mimosa-y, just fruited sour, where it's like it almost was like having a sour New England IPA, where it just was kind of like a really good blend of the styles and different things. The can art was also
Pretty on point.
yeah. So then, two of them that really kind of like, I think, one, I said I couldn't believe it wasn't made in the Pacific Northwest, and that was Rainmaker from Torch and Crown.
Oh, right.
Our first New York
yeah.
beer. That one. And then I think, did we have another one from them? Or I think I just got one from
You found another one
from a
on your
hop
own.
club that I was in that I got that one. So, and Rainmaker was actually a pale ale, not an IPA. So,
Yes.
somewhat accidentally fitting with my new general policy, I don't have any IPAs on here. Next one, Nectaron wallpaper.
Yeah, Nectaron.
I enjoyed it here, and then I think that was when I was still doing social stuff, and I took that one and really did enjoy getting to drink that again and have it again. So that's one of those to me that was like, I think it was like a more of a hopped, like Pilsner, Nectaron, obviously.
Yep.
And so having a good blend of like kind of being IPA-ish, but still lighter. Yeah. So really enjoyed that one. And then I actually have one that is local to us that I don't think any of you guys realized there was a local one that we had on there.
I think there is. I might know what it is.
From Matchless.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know which one it is?
That was so close, the Saloon Lager.
Yes.
That was so close to
Brave and Adventurous, the Saloon Lager, was also just another solid one that to me, like, there was a little bit of extra flavor in there, but still just kind of a chill. Like, I think it makes me think of when I used to go and hang out in Seattle and was like living there, I would always end up going down before meeting up with people, and I would end up sitting at this like one bar and would always get just like a whiskey, and they used to have a beer called like Old Seattle, just the lager. And so to me, it kind of was reminiscent of like a blend of that kind of experience.
That was totally it's still
some.
It's in the fridge.
Yeah.
And
I think I've seen it.
So it was.
Did they have it? Was Matchless at the beer
Brew
festival?
5-3?
Yes.
They were at Brew 5-3.
Yeah.
They did not have this.
They didn't have that one? Okay.
Oh, God. I forgot what they had. I remember what they had, but it was a pale ale.
Okay. So, and my crate came in at 39 even.
There you go.
Nice.
Right in the middle.
So, yeah. I think it was that it's like Kolsch's and lagers. Like I have a Pilsner, a Kolsch, and a lager. So you're looking at like pretty cheap for that. So like my actual price average per can is $6.50.
And now that I'm looking at mine, I have 2 smoothie sours, a kettle sour, a Kolsch, and 2 lagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a drop yours down a little bit too.
No IPAs.
Dude, we're gonna end up having to get ourselves into like a whole IPA revival.
We like IPAs, but
I had King Citra.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You're the only one that has the traditional like IPA on there.
But it's
and a double
IPA.
Yeah.
From their website.
A DIPA.
But it was. We have so many IPAs. It's almost like that's the stuff I don't need. This is like a.
Yes.
This is a special thing. Like
and
this is these are special.
And that's why, like, realistically, I'm probably not ordering Matchless off of Tavour.
You're gonna run down to Tumwater.
Yeah, like I can figure that out. Like I can get it. And in the real world, I'm probably not like unless I'm trying to keep it under a budget, I'm probably not also ordering a Kolsch off of there.
No.
But they just were ones that like that is kind of the upside of like a Tavour thing or getting that crate or doing those types of samplings that you're able to find some different things and try some different stuff. And I mean, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
But if it's including shipping, like. It's like $5.50 for a tall boy. I think all of mine were 16 ounces too.
Yeah, my most expensive one was $8.
Oh no, the Kolsch.
The punch bowl cake.
The Kolsch is only in 12 ounces.
Yeah.
Spicy Pickle Monster was a 12. Everything else was 16s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did my average ounces, so my average ounce was 14 ounces a can.
That's 15.
Because I had 3 12s and 3 16s.
Oh yeah, I had everything 16 except for one.
Yeah.
And I put it on my list, but I probably don't need more than 12 of Spicy Pickle Monster.
No. And no matter how it's excellent, we love it.
I put it on my top 6.
Nope.
Tavour, but
Nope.
You only need 12 ounces.
You don't. You need even less.
It's never gonna happen because cans are fucking expensive. The little 8 ounce.
Ooh,
Diet Coke cans.
like a V8 can or whatever.
But the problem is you can't. It doesn't use the same top as a 12 or 16. So if somebody has a canning line, they can't.
So that makes me. So I wonder about this because I was at Stemma in Bellingham, and they do a lot of canning of their stuff. And then we were doing a flight, and they had a rum barrel, I think, but barrel aged Scotch ale.
Okay.
Yes, it was really good. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, there's something like in like a skinny can. That's interesting. It's that beer. They like skinny canned them, and so they're not. Like, I'd have to double check it. What even
Like a 10 ounce.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's because it's almost like those seltzer cans.
It's like is it like?
But I'm like,
Michelob
why would you
Ultra
not
can?
just do a normal 12-ounce can instead of doing the skinny?
Branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to irritate grocery stores because it doesn't fit on the shelf with everything else.
But they.
In the little the high octane coffee section
With the Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they have it canned. So I think you can do. I just saw it. They do 12 ounce, so 4 packs.
Yeah, just shrink this guy down. 50%.
That's the thing. But yeah, but it's little skinnies.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, kind of different instead of just being a regular 12-ounce can. But like, I don't know why. Why do the tall skinny instead of
Marketing.
Yeah, I guess.
Be different.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. Unless you got any news to
No,
cover.
I think I'd like to kick the news to another one. This was a nice little.
Yeah, it's a rack and stack, or however you want to rank these.
Oh, yeah.
We've gone back and forth.
Oh
on
yeah,
points.
we gotta rank the beer.
I go Tropical Envy over Biggie Jumbo. They're both solid. I don't know that I'm skilled enough to actually do points. I've done it the last couple times. They're both good.
It was weird.
Out of the two, I prefer Tropical Envy. Stout's not really my thing anyway. I mean, the weather's perfect for it, and it's a little early for Tropical Envy. I'm trending more that way. At 10%, both of them are going to be. I'd be more apt to get, well, the 12er helps, more apt to get them on draft where you would get
Yes.
A smaller
8 to 12
pour.
ounce
Oh,
pour.
yeah.
So Tropical Envy takes out Biggie Jumbo in the battle for my palate this week.
The one thing I'll say about the Biggie Jumbo is a lot of times when you're getting these types of beers, like I said, that bigger body 10%, you're also getting all that other stuff. This doesn't have the overly sweetness like a lot of those other ones. So I'm wondering if it's something that I might cycle in a little bit more instead of having like the giant barrel aged maple syrupy blah blah blah. But to me it's still a seasonal thing. Maybe going and getting a smallish pour at the tap house if it's there. I'm occasionally having it, but yeah, the 10%ers are kind of tough for me. You gotta have the time and space for it. But that is a solid New England IPA, so I mean you really can't complain about that. So I probably would. I would actually buy more a 4-pack of the stout though.
Okay.
To have around, just because a 10% IPA is pretty rare for me. I'll buy one can every once in a while. Is about where I'm at.
Oh boy, I think overall, yes, Tropical Envy wins the day for me. But if we are November to January and I want to feel warm and cozy inside my house, I'm gonna have the Biggie Jumbo.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to pick up a few more of these, stash them in the fridge for summer. But I would put both these in the beer fridge. Seasonally, I could the same thing as you.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many IPAs, but that's fantastic. Tropical Envy is fantastic. That's probably one of the better. Like if we redid our crates today, I would probably put that in my crate today.
Yeah, I would be interested to look and see. I don't know that I gave it like super high rankings as like a triple IPA on Untapped, but it does make me wonder like basically where it might rank with others. Not that I'm out there drinking triples all the time.
Yeah.
Wasn't that K Thanks Bye? Wasn't that a triple? Isn't that what you had? You were drinking as your backup beer in one of those episodes?
Yes, the one
Like
that
a
with K Thanks by 2022.
Complete degenerate?
Yep.
Just backup beering it with a triple IPA?
I got to get the beer out of my fridge.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
If I'm beer pokering one of these, It's definitely going to be the Biggie Jumbo.
Biggie Jumbo all day.
So are we going to end up doing an episode that is that? Because I've never had it.
We got to do some content for the
Grams.
gram and the shorts today, so we're going to be...
For the shorts.
Yeah, YouTube shorts, baby.
That's going to make me
That's where it's
laugh
at.
every time.
Yeah, we're going to be poking some Black Raven and some Boundary Bay in a few minutes after we wrap up here.
It's in the top half of my triple IPAs that I've ranked. So, but...
It's not saying a ton. All right.
It's better in some and not as good as others. I don't know. I'm trying to think of when I had this other one that I gave a really good score to, but I don't think it was with you guys.
Probably not.
No.
All right.
Yeah, let's go find some beer.
Yeah, our glasses are empty. Hopefully yours are too. We'll catch you next time.
If you've enjoyed what you just heard, make sure you subscribe to get new episodes when they drop, and don't forget to leave us a review. If you want to see what we're drinking when we're not on the pod, you can follow us on social media at ABRreview. Feel free to send us any beer suggestions that we can make Chad go buy off of Tavour. Hey man, I hear you. That's cool. I'm gonna make some weird stuff. And I'm gonna call it beer, and you can't stop me. Yes.
Why is it thick? Look at this.
Oh, no, you're not getting any of this.
Give me the.
Nope, this is...
About mango, lime, and coconut.
Oh, this is thick.
I don't think you know what that word means.
There's one in the garage for you. You can go have the garage one.
This is weirdness off the rails here today.
If you're looking for info on the can,
I'm overwhelmed.
yeah, you just need to drink. You need to
Oh, there
drink
it
and
is.
look.
It is posterable in the almost opposite of the last one. Like painting.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Pretty so. Anyway, Brian, you already looked it up?
I
I'm
immediately
looking
went
now.
to Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy when I saw it.
What's that?
It was an SNL.
Kind of like a Bob Ross-ish. Nah, not really, but...
It was like scenes of nature and a guy
All right.
talking with a very serene voice, but
Yeah.
it was absurd
Oh.
jokes.
Nectaron Wallpaper Dry Hopped Pilsner.
Guys, what's it
Okay.
called? What's the name of the beer called?
Nectaron Wallpaper.
Hey, I'll give you a guess what it was dry hopped with.
Wallpaper?
No, the other one.
Nectaron?
Yeah.
Brian's been dreading this.
So
I planted the seeds of terror in his mind
Oh,
when he first got here before we started recording, and we teased it in the episode we recorded before this.
It's so. Oh God, what is that smell? All right, I'm gonna do this. Oh. Okay, so it's not as bad. I don't like it, but it's not as bad.
Double IPA at 8.7, so we're getting after it this morning.
It's afternoon.
It is now. So, tasting notes. The clock strikes noon as King Citra awakens in his parents' basement with only one thing on his mind. Battle. He straps on his cardboard chainmail, arms himself with his pool noodle broadsword, grabs his brown bag lunch, and heads to the Olone Park to continue his campaign. With towering aroma of Mom's fresh squeezed orange juice and tangerines freshly picked from the backyard, no one will be competing with the king today. A thick and full mouthfeel creates an orange whip-like profile that sticks to the palate with a refreshingly dessert-esque fervor, slowly giving way to a soft bite of carbonation. As the sun sets across the horizon, King Citra fires thunderbolt after thunderbolt at every taste receptor till they are overwhelmed and he struts away, crown atop his head, still reigning supreme over his empire of double IPA. From their website.